Hello everyone, welcome to the post-course discussion of Codeforces round 846. A and B will be explained by Sid. You can start.
Hello. I hope I'm audible. Can anyone just check? Okay. So the first question is prefix and suffix array. So here what we are given is all the suffixes and prefixes of a string. So what the prefixes and the suffixes of the string are explained here. That for a string A is a prefix of a string B if like letters from the end are removed. So for example, if this is a string, then if we remove this letter, then this part is a prefix. So like that, all the prefixes are given. That is initially except a whole string, all the prefixes are given. So suppose this is given, then this is given, then this is given, and like just like that. And also the suffixes are given. What is a suffix? Suppose this is a string, 10 letters are removed from the front like this. So this is given, this is given, and this is given. So like that, how many numbers will be given? For here, if we check, like if n equal to 4, then we can see that uh, this will be one prefix, this will be one prefix, like that, n minus 1 prefixes will be given from n equal to 4. And similarly, for n equal to 4 in the suffixes, n minus 1 suffixes will be given. So in total, 2n minus 2 strings are given for each string. That is n minus 1 prefixes and n minus 1 suffixes. Okay, so I hope till here it's understandable. Then next what it is since n is very small, so we don't really care about stuff. And it is also given here also that 2n minus 2 strings are given. So what the question is asked us is to find if the main string is a palindrome or not. I hope everyone knows what a palindrome is. That is basically these two characters are same, these two characters are same, and like that. So what we will do is initially we will try to find the main string, and then we will check if it is a palindrome or not. We can check if it is a palindrome or not in just O of n, and to find the main string, what we can do is so what we care about is the as much as characters we get from the prefix and suffix, it is better. So what we can think is suppose let's say suppose this is a given string. So we know this prefix is given. Let's number it as like A1, A2, A3, A4. So A1, A2, A3 are given, and A2, A3, A4 are given. We know these two are given. So what we have to do is one is a prefix and one is the suffix. So what we have to mainly do is find which is the prefix and which is the suffix. So how to do that? So initially what we will do is sort all the strings and find these two strings. Now when we get these two strings, it will look something like A2, A1, A2, A3, A2, A3, A4. So we won't know which is the prefix and which is the suffix. So for that, what we will do, we can see one thing. Let's suppose this is a prefix. We can see that A2 is similar to A3. A2 is similar, like the second character of the prefix is similar to the first character of the suffix. That these two are same. So we can see this. And like that is like trivial. So if the string is suppose longer like this, then we know like this will be same. Suppose the if the string is of length 6, then these two will be same, these two will be same, these two will be same. Uh, so what we know is for the prefix, if it is a prefix, like if our chosen number is a prefix, then A2 will be similar to will be same as the first character of the other string. And if it is not, then this is a suffix. So it's as simple as that. So now what we will do is, I'll try to explain by the code only. Initially, what we have done is taken a number of string length, main string length, and then taken all the input and stored it in a vector of string. Then what we have done is sort all the strings. we have used here a comparator function. What the main comparator function is basically to sort the strings by size because we only care about the n minus one length strings. There will be two n minus one length strings. One is the prefix and other is a suffix. We just need to identify which one is a prefix and which one is a suffix. So what we will do now, initially we will give a boolean variable, okay is true, thinking that the first one is a prefix and the second one is a suffix. That is, like here we will check I is equal to 0 till I n minus 2. That is like suppose it is like this. So this is our st0 and this is our st1. So we are holding that we are initially thinking this boolean okay is true that this is a prefix and this is a suffix. So we will simply check st0 of I is starting from 0 means this one is not equal to st1 of I plus 1. This one. Sorry, this we are holding that if it is a suffix initially, not prefix. Maybe it will be something like this. So initially st0i means this letter is same as the st1 I plus 1 means this one. Then we will check simply for this. And suppose these two are not equal. So what does that mean? That our st0 like this st0 is not the suffix. It's not suffix. And that means there is only one thing left. It will be a prefix because there are only two options, either prefix or suffix. Okay. So explaining it again because it was a mess. Now we have two strings st0 and st1. These both are strings. These both are strings, and each of them has a length n minus 1 and n minus 1. Now what the thing is, this can be either prefix or suffix. This can be either prefix or suffix. If we know this is a prefix, then it will be a suffix. That is like considered. So what we will do to check is, initially we will keep a boolean variable, okay equal to true, which means that st0 is a suffix. How we will check that if it is not. So initially, let's say this is our st0 and this is our st1, st0 and st1. So what we will do is we will check if these are equal or not. Because if this is the suffix and this is the prefix, then these must be equal. Suppose even a single one is not equal, then we can say this is st0 is not a suffix. That means at that case, we will just check make okay equal to false. That means st0 is a prefix. What will happen if st0 is a prefix? If st0 is a prefix, then we know like this is something like this. Then we can just simply take this character and add this with this string. So like that, we will get the total string that we are taking by a m variable. And if st0 is a suffix, then what we will do? Basically, we will take the first character of the here and then add it to this. And then later we will check by using a check function. This will basically check if it is a palindrome or not. And by this, we can simply check if it is a yes or no. I hope it was clear.
Anyone have any questions? Yes. I guess no. Uh, Start with B question.
Okay. So what our big question says is there are n numbers. We are given n numbers a1, a2 till an. And what we have to do is we can do maximum 2n operations. 2n operations is like for we can think as like for each index we can do at most 2 operations. So now what the thing is, where there is a condition we have to follow, like or the array there is a property we have to follow that a of I plus 1 is not divisible by a of I. So we just simply need to check if a of I plus 1 is divisible or not. So the code is pretty much simple. Like if suppose we can say like if a of I plus 1 is suppose divisible by a of I, then we can simply add 1 to a of I plus 1 and it won't be divisible. Simple logic is that like suppose initially it's something like this. So we can see for like a of I. Yeah, so we can see it is divisible. So what we can simply do is add a 1. And like for that, we will just need a single operation, like single operation for each index. So that is a like really simple. But there is a like problem in cases like 1111. So what we will do is like, or at first we can see like if suppose there is a 1 2, not 1 2, let's say 1 3 4. In cases like this, what the problem will be is, suppose there is a 1, we are increasing the next one, right? And it is divisible 1 3. So we can do 1 4 1 5. It will always be divisible by 1. So there is a problem. So in such cases, when there is 1, we need to add 1 to here and make it 2 shape. Now you can say, suppose there is like something like this. Suppose there is a 1 4. So initially we will do it to, it will become 2 4. Then we will check if it is divisible or not. So initially what we will think, whenever there comes a 1, we must add 1 to it to make it 2. And then we will check if it is if it is able to divide a of I plus 1. Now, even in this case also there is a problem. That is like, suppose it is like 111. So what we will do, add 2, so it will become 2, and then we will check if it is divisible or not. By this we will simply see that it is not divisible as 1 is smaller than 2. Then we will come here, it will become 2. So what the problem becomes is 2 divides 2 now. And like this, the array will become like this, 2 divides 2, which is a problem. So what we have to do, what we can simply do is again do the same operation again to this array, and it will be simply solved. Because wait, let me show. Let's show the code first. So what we said, like if a of I is equal to 1 in any case, then we will simply add a of I plus plus, and then we will check if it is divisible by or not. If it is not, if it is divisible, suppose, then we will simply increase the one. That is like, suppose in these cases 2 4 3 6, suppose it this is divisible, right? So we will just increase 2 5 3 4. Then we will check this. These are not divisible. Then check this. This is divisible. So we will simply do 2 5 3 7. In case there is a 1 like this, 1 4 3 6, then we will first do 2 4 3 6. Then we will see, check this divisible or not. Then it is divisible. So 2 5 3 6, and 2 5 3 6 will become 2 5 3 7. So as simple as that. But now the problem is, as I said, like if it is like something like 1 1 1 1, then this will become 2 2 2 1, which is a problem because these two are divisible. So what we know, like after doing this operation once, after this for loop, we know there can never be a 1 in this place. And if there is not a 1, then we know it's always like greater than 1, right? And if it is greater than 1, then we have to like then there will never be a case like this, correct? So if there is not a single case like this, then we what we can do is like simply again do this for loop again, like, and it is as simple as that. And as the like question is given a constant of like 2 into n, it will simply work, because in this case, like at most in single index, we are doing a of I plus plus, making this plus 1, and a of I plus 1 plus plus. And if we add here, we know that this can never be 1. So this will always be 2. So we will never add here also. Like this will become 2, suppose. So we know at most like n operations will be done here. And again, more n operations can be done here. So at max, it will be 2 into n, which is like the worst case, and it can never happen. So it will simply pass the apparatus, and it will be an accepted code. I hope it was clear. If anyone has a doubt, you can ask.
Anyone have any doubts? I guess no. Then I'll start and say. Let's start. The question is, हमें एक एरे दिया हुआ है. ओके, उसमें सबसिक्वेंस का डेफिनेशन है और उसमें एक स्कोर का डेफिनेशन है. ओके, स्कोर क्या होता है? अगर इफ वी कंसीडर डी, the score of a sequence is this formula. Is the multiplication of all numbers till the divided by d factor. Then the score of a empty sequence is 1. That's given. And also, what is there's a definition for cost. It is maximum also it's the maximum score like for this subsequence. इस सीक्वेंस के लिए जो सब्सिक्वेंस बनेगा, सबका जो स्कोर बनेगा उसका मैक्सिमम जो जो सब्सिक्वेंस देगा उसका लेंथ होगा स्कोर. जैसे कि हम पहला डिस्कस के लिए देखें तो 1 2 3 है. 1 तो इसका पहला सब्सिक्वेंस बनेगा 1. देन 1 का तो 1 डिवाइड बाय 1 1 फैक्टोरियल तो 1 हो जाएगा. इसका कोई चॉइस नहीं है. देन हमारा सब्सिक्वेंस बनेगा 1 2 तो सीक्वेंस बनेगा. इसका सबसिक्वेंसेस होगा 1 2 1 2. ये 3 सबसिक्वेंस बनेगा और इन तीनों के लिए आंसर होगा. पहला वाला के लिए 1, देन सेकंड वाला के लिए 2 डिवाइड 1 फैक्टोरियल सेकंड 1, देन थर्ड वाला के लिए होगा 1 into 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल. तो सबके लिए आएगा 1 2 1. तो इस सब सीक्वेंस के लिए मैक्सिमम आंसर आ रहा है तो इसका कॉस्ट होगा 1 बिकॉज इसके लिए सबसे मैक्सिमम आंसर आ रहा है इस वैल्यू के लिए. अगेन 1 2 3 के लिए भी देखें तो ऐसे 1 into 2 into 3 divided by 3 factorial is equal to 1. बट हम 2 into 3 divided by 2 factorial देखें तो उसका वैल्यू 3 आ रहा है. तो बेसिकली हमारा सब्सिक्वेंस होगा 2,3 और हमारा मैक्सिमम वैल्यू होगा 2. तो पहला 1 लेंथ के लिए बना 1, 2 लेंथ के लिए भी बना 1, 3 लेंथ के लिए हमारा मैक्सिमम कॉस्ट हुआ 2. तो मेरा अप्रोच कैसा है डिस्कस करते हैं अप्रोच. ओके, मैं जब सोच रहा था हम ऐसे सीक्वेंस को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे. देन वी आर डिवाइडिंग इट लेंथ का फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड कर रहे थे. लेंथ का फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड कर रहे थे एल फैक्टोरियल. जैसे कि इसमें 4 है तो 4 फैक्टोरियल 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. ओके, मैं जब सोच रहा था तब देखा था हम एक सब्सिक्वेंस कैसे बना सकते हैं एक सीरियली 1 2 3 4. हम 1 को बना सकते हैं, फिर 1 को इग्नोर करके 2 3 4 को बना सकते हैं, 3 4 को, क्योंकि सब्सिक्वेंस सब कॉन्टिन्यूस होता है. 1 के लिए आंसर 1, 2 के लिए 2 कौन सा हो जाएगा, 2 3 के लिए 2 3 कौन सा हो जाएगा, 1 3 कौन सा हो जाएगा. तो मैं देखना चाहूंगा कि 1 के लिए आंसर क्या होगा, देन 1 2 के लिए आंसर क्या होगा, 1 2 3 के लिए आंसर क्या होगा, 4 3 2 1 का आंसर क्या होगा. तो मैं जब 1 के लिए आंसर कैलकुलेट करूंगा, मुझे अगर 1 by 1 फैक्टोरियल पता चल जाए, देन 1 into 2 डिवाइड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल पता चल जाए. We can get the value of 1 into 1, for this also 1 to 2 divided by 2 factorial. Then we can get the value of 1 into 2 into 3 divided by 3 factorial. Okay, for 3 length. Now, what can we see? Like, if I decrease the length by 1, my length will be decreased by 1, then the divisor will be less. Okay, when our divisor is less, that means our variable will become bigger. Okay, Now there comes the approach when to like eliminate one value like either ends, because we have to consider contiguous subsequence, so we have to eliminate a value from uh, either from the beginning or either from the end. Okay. Then I have to think about it. When I eliminate two. Okay. When I eliminate one, like uh, और उसमें अगर उसमें हमारा लॉस होगा या बेनिफिट होगा, वो हमें देखना होगा. ओके. So how I'm saying that, uh, let's consider a array like two, 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 लिमिट होगा 4. हाँ, इसके लिए हम आंसर निकालने का ट्राई करते हैं. तो पहला कर ले, फॉर द फर्स्ट लाइन दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2 आंसर डायरेक्ट. और टू लाइन्स के लिए ट्राई करते हैं. 2 into 2 divided by 2 factorial. So the answer will be 2. Again, if I consider if I eliminate this number, consider this number only, that will be that will also be 2, the 2 divided by 1 factor, that is answer is 2 again. Okay. Now let's consider for start. Calculate for 3 length. Okay. So what will first find? 1 into 2 into 2 divided by 3 factorial. It is 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. Now what happens? Okay. I can consider this, or I can consider the previous and what to consider like 1, 2, comma 2 divided by 2 factorial, like decreasing one number. Okay, for this, you can see this 3 is clearly bigger than this 2. Then this value becomes less than 1, around 0.66. 0.66. Okay, now you can figure it out easily that it is always a loss for us to like take this value, because 2.3 is 0.66. If you multiply any number with this value, number will be always lesser, will become always lesser. So just uh, I'll try to eliminate this three, this three. Okay, this three. How can we eliminate this? I can just ignore this two, and I can just ignore uh, this two, and this. If I ignore this two, our limit will become 2. Then it will become 2 by 2, 2 into 1. Okay. Okay, this is clearly bigger than this. Okay. Then again, if I consider like an array of 3 sides, array of 5 sides, and our values are 4, 4, 4, 4, something. Okay. Now for this, uh, if I write it like this, 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 divided by 5 into 4 into something dot 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 dot. Okay, now let's see this. This 4 by 5 is giving us 0 point something 25, like 75. Okay, if I eliminate this 4, our limit will become 4. Then this part will come for us like to calculate. Like, if I ignore this 4, our length will become 4. Then for uh, the last, like I equal to 5, our, our subsequent answer will be like become like this, going to 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, this is clearly bigger than this because we don't have any number which is less than 1, less than 1 multiplying with this. So like what was my approach? Like if I have an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I use 2 pointers approach. My first pointer will be here, and the second pointer will be here. Okay, anywhere like starting from 0. I'm taking here only for currently. I equal to 3, z equal to 0. What is my current size of the subsequence? That is 3. 3. here the 1 into 2 into 3. Now here, if I consider this 1 by 3, because this is giving value less than 1, this will be clearly a loss for us. So we'll just take this pointer here to here. So then our value will become 2 into 3 divided by 2, because our cell will be size will become 2. That is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Now our answer is 3. That is clearly bigger than this. So share to it. So just I just used pointers, 2 pointers. First pointer to just go insert the subsequent factor, that's error, and the second pointer to determine like which value to eliminate from the starting. That is I is my iterator, J is my pointer to determine which value to eliminate. If the value like size is greater than the like first value, that is okay, my size. Yeah, if my size is this size is greater than 1, that is 3 is greater than 1, then I'll always get value less than 1. So I want to eliminate that. That's why I incremented the value. Like I want for the next value of that is 2. Then again I calculated the size, then checked it until I get an good answer like this. That is answer for the subsequence. Okay. This was my approach. I hope everybody understood it. If anybody have doubt, you can ask.